Hi, it's Sarah from sarahkbrandiscontent.com, and this is not my usual sort of video. You'd usually see me on camera, but today I'm doing more of a how-to walkthrough video, so you're seeing my screen instead. And that's probably for the best because it is one of the hottest days in London currently. I am melting. I don't do well in heat. When I'm recording video, I can't have fans and things on because it's too noisy, so I'm literally sitting here with my feet in a bucket of cold water. So I'm glad you can't see me because I look pretty silly. But we're just going to look at my screen today because I'm going to show you the basics of how to use Medium. If you don't know Medium, they are an online content platform. It's sort of somewhere between social media and a blog site. There are a lot of great writers on here, and there's an awful lot of interested audience members as well. Medium, as of the stats they brought out last summer, had almost 100 million active users. So, fast forward a year to summer 2020 where we are now, I think they've probably exceeded that 100 million mark now. There's an awful lot of audience members waiting for you on here. I don't know if you know this, but you can also earn a little bit of money yourself writing for Medium. They have a partner program. If you get into your Medium account or go sign yourself up if you haven't got one, once you go into your menu, so click the icon with your profile picture on it, if you scroll down here to the Medium partner program, I won't click it because mine will look different to yours, but if you haven't signed up yet, it will walk you through the process of signing up. So they're registered in the US, so you have to do your United States tax forms, which is a 5-minute job really. But once you've properly registered with them, you can earn money from them on a monthly basis for your stories. It's not going to be much at first, so don't let me get you overexcited, but it's a nice way to just have another little extra income stream. How Medium makes its money is that it sells memberships. So a lot of its users pay something really small, like $5 a month, to have unlimited reading access to all of the material on Medium, and it's advertising free, which is why its readers love it. So I highly recommend, if you're going to start taking Medium writing seriously, that you go and join the partner program because you might as well earn a little bit of money for it. Now, Medium does have guidelines and best practices that they want you to follow. They don't want you to be very salesy and do too much upselling. But in return, if the Medium gods catch sight of your article and it pleases them, you can be curated and find yourself on the first page, which is a very high honour indeed. Yesterday, I managed to get myself, with this article here, on the front page of both mental health and the family section, so I was really pleased with that. So this story is going to do well. Now, there's another trick to getting good traction on Medium, and that is to be part of a publication. So you can start off just publishing for yourself from your own account, and over time you will grow a list of followers. See, you can see them here. I've got 187 followers at the moment, but I also write for a few different high-profile publications, which you can see here. Now they've got the well-established ones have got a really big readership, so when I get published in there, like my story that got curated yesterday, it goes further and you get more eyeballs. Now, if you're a life coach, a healer, a consultant, an expert, a therapist, if you're trying to get people to understand more about your work in a content marketing sense and ultimately come to you for therapy in the future, then this is a really great way to start growing a wider but still very interested audience. These are all people that are going to care about the topic you're writing about. So, for example, if you're a stress coach, if you come onto Medium regularly and write about stress-related topics, so, top 5 ways to de-stress after a bad day at work, 3 ways to get through the world's worst boardroom meeting, #stress, you're going to start growing an audience of people who are interested in that. So it's really good because I'm sure you've noticed if you're blogging on your own website, it's really hard to get readers. Like, you'll get a few readers and it's kind of frustrating because you put a lot of work into that. What's great about Medium is that you don't have to write something original here. You can import the stories that are already on your blog and just share them with a wider audience. Something I'll touch on more later on is this publication here, Life Done Well. This is my publication. I set it up just a few days ago. It's brand new. I am looking for authors. So if you think you are a fit for this publication, then I will show you how to sign up and begin submitting your work to me, because as a content marketer who is now the editor of publication, my goal at the moment is to grow my readership for this publication really far, get lots of eyeballs on it. So that would be great for all of us. We'll all get more readers and more web traffic from that. But let's start with the basics. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to write a story from scratch. Won't take 2 minutes, but then we'll get into the easier stuff like importing a story. So if you were writing from scratch, so the story hasn't already, and when I say story, that's just Medium's terminology for an article or a post. It's all the same thing. So if you haven't written this anywhere else and it's brand new just for Medium, you're going to type your title in here, your subtitle in here. Annoyingly, it doesn't recognise it as a subtitle until you highlight it and select the little T, and then it goes, oh yeah, it's a subtitle. Click enter. If you've used LinkedIn Publishing, this will look familiar. It's a very similar editing tool. And then you can also use this here to add your header image, which you very much want to do. You always want to have a good header image. Now, Medium has rules, as I said before. They very much like you to use free stock image sites. Let's just find any old picture for now, just so I can show you how it works. Let's take this guy. Looks very smart with his coffee. This is a site called pexels.com. Everything on here is free to use, and when you download it, it automatically gives you a link to the attribution for the photographer. All you need to do is hit copy, and I'll show you where to pop this in a moment. I'm just going to grab this image. I'm going to pop it on my desktop so I don't lose him. It's just a weird habit I have. Everything I download, I put it on my desktop. Maybe that's just me. And then back to the editor, so we're clicking plus, we click the image from my desktop. It's usually under P for Pexels. Grab our guy there. And then here's what you do with the attribution. That copy I've just hit on Pexels, click here and paste them in there. And you see that's not just attributed, but it's hyperlinked as well. This is what Medium likes. I think it's all just about the legal side of it and confirming that they can prove that you haven't stolen your image. And then that's basically it. You're just going to type some words. You're going to be able to add subheadings throughout, which is a very good idea in a blog post because you want to make sure that it's readable. That's for title only, so go for small t. And then you've got other options, bold, italic and hyperlink. And this is how you write a brand new blog post on Medium. When you're done with it, you can go here. You can add up to 5 hashtags, which I very much recommend you do because people won't find your work otherwise. And then when you're done with that, you'll hit publish if you were just publishing it to your own account. I'm going to show you other things though that are going to be more relevant now. Let's go to stories. And yes, I know, I'm not publishing that. It's rubbish. So it's just sitting in my draft. So let's just get rid of that so I don't accidentally publish it. Yes, I want that gone forever. Okay, so let's go to my published stories. This is, actually I've already got it open here. This is something I wrote in the last couple of days, which is our submission guidelines for my publication, Life Done Well. So if you are thinking of applying to write for us here, then this is the post you'll be directed to. So this is what a fully published post looks like, and it's already, you can see from the extra logo up here, it's already published in my publication, Life Done Well. When you get to the bottom of the post that's published in both in a publication, you get a link for both the author and the publication, just to show you what it looks like. And this is what a good post on Medium really looks like. It's well formatted, it's got a title, a subtitle, an attributed header image, and then further down it's got subtitles again. And it's spread out, nicely sectioned. If it's a long post, you add another image to break up the text. And then you can also put in block quotes. This looks quite nice and breaks it up. And there also you can hyperlink, so This is where people sign up to join my author's email list so that they can keep on top of what we're writing about. I said I'd show you how to import a story from your blog, so let's do that. So here's my blog, it's on wix.com, not on Medium. Here's an old blog post of mine. Let's just copy the URL, go back to Medium. So here in the story section, you can see it says import a story. So it'll open this up for you. You just pop your URL in there and click import. And it's usually pretty quick. Now, it doesn't always do it perfectly. It often screws up the header image and doesn't really bring across the formatting from your website. See, it's done something horrible to the header image here. So once it's in there, we just need to edit it a bit, make it look nice again. So the title's correct. Is social media more important than your coaching website? I'm going to add a subtitle. Let's just call this Content Marketing 101. Oops. And then remember that you need to highlight it, click the little T, and now it knows it's a subtitle. Let's just delete this image and replace it. If I could remember where I got that image from, then I could do it the right way and hyperlink it. I can't, so let's just use our guy again from before. So I'm going to pop our picture of our guy drinking coffee. I'm just going to hop back here, get that attribution link again. This is very important. Medium really cares about it, and I'm going to pop that here. And then I'm just going to go through my blog post and just make sure that the formatting's come through. So far it looks good. See here, I've said this short video explains, and there's no video, so I think I must have a video in my post that has not come through. Here it is. So if you want to add a video from YouTube, let's click this. If you open it in YouTube, oh come on. Oh, it's not going to let me open it in YouTube. I'm going to have to go to my channel. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to my channel. We'll find that video link. Here we go. There's the video. So I'm just going to, whoa, scary face. Just going to copy the link there. So it's the short share link that you want. Go back to Medium. Just find where you want to put it in your post. And then again, it's the plus button. This time it's the play button for video. And then it will say paste in your YouTube link. So just paste it in, hit return, give it a moment to think, and it will embed your video for you. Isn't that cool? If you want to, you can delete that space. Okay. And then when you get to the end, you'll find this is what's really important about importing a blog post that you've written somewhere else. You need this disclaimer at the bottom, originally published at, and it links to the post, and it gives you the date. Now Medium does this automatically for you, so nothing to worry about. Just know that you need to leave it there and not delete it. And now finally, we're going to add some tags. So you can add, they say up to 5. I would say always choose 5 because you're widening your audience. So let's go for social media. It's about coaching businesses, so I'm going to go for online coaching business. What else can we do? We can do content marketing. And go small business. And then, let's think of one more. Let's go for website. You can see here how many other people are using it. And the general rule of thumb with Medium is that the higher number is the better. So go for the most popular tags, you'll be seen by more people. So you've got 5 tags here, so you hit save. And now there's 2 options. Option 1, if you want to just publish it under your own name, you simply hit publish. It will ask you, are you sure you want to publish? It will also, let's click it because you can see, it'll also say, do you want to put this money behind the Medium paywall? Now, what that means in plain English is if you've signed up to the Medium Partner Program, which I have, do I want to start collecting money on it? Pretty much always tick yes. The only time I don't tick yes is if I'm doing something Medium doesn't like, such as heavily promoting my services, but I very rarely do that on Medium. Most of the time I've written a story that is suitable by Medium's guidelines. It's not heavily promoting my work, it's just a nice piece of content. So yes, I will earn money on it, but I'm not gonna publish it yet because I want to show you the other options. If you are a writer for my publication, Life Done Well, or if you've managed to get into any of the other Medium publications, then you can choose to add this to a publication. What that means is you submit it to the editing team, and if you're lucky, they will accept your work. So we click Add to Publication, and then we can choose from publications. So this is my one here. So if you come and write for me, then you will find this option here. So you can click it, you can just select Add Draft, and then this green button at the top will change and say Submit to Publication. And you click that, and then you leave it with the editors, and that's it. That's all you need to do. The very last thing I want to show you is if you have submitted your work to a publication, then you will likely have some back and forth with the editor who picks up your work. The most common thing for me, they either want to change my title a bit, or they want me to add a bit more of a summary at the bottom. I'm not the best summary writer, so generally that's what I get picked up on by the editors. But it could be anything. It could be spelling, it could be grammar, it could be that it's not the right fit for the publication, or they might just want you to change it a little bit. So if you're going to have a conversation with the editors, generally they will leave you a private note on your submitted draft. One of the publications I write for, they tend to highlight, you have to highlight a bit of text to leave a private note. They tend to go for the subtitle. Once you highlight some text, this toolbar pops up, and you see this speech bubble here with the lock. That means private note. So if you click that, you can then write a note. I'm just going to write needs work. I'm sending a note to myself here. But just to show you what it looks like, now that I've added a note, there'll be a little tiny star. So if you've submitted your work to a publication, and if you get an email notification that says on your Medium account, so-and-so, the editor has left you a private note on, you go to that article, and it won't be very obvious to you at first. What you're looking for is this tiny little star. So when you find the tiny little star, click on it, and you'll see the note from the editor, and then you can take their advice, reply, say I've made those changes, and hopefully by the end you'll get your piece submitted to the publication. And that's really it. So that's really how to start to grow your audience on Medium. Bring over the existing blog posts that you've already got on your website, import them into Medium, and share them there with a wider audience. If you want to write something new specifically for Medium, that's a great thing to do as well. And if you are signed up to their partner program, then you can begin to earn a little bit of money from them as well, which is a nice little extra thing to have on the side. If you are a life coach, a healer, a therapist, an expert or a consultant of some kind, and if you have some wisdom to share with an audience of people who are interested in doing life well, then it's going to sound cheesy, but perhaps you'd like to write for Life Done Well. So if you're interested, then come and find this post. I'll pop the link to it in the video description below. Come and find my submission guidelines, have a read through, see if it sounds like it's for you. If it is, at the top of the post there is a Google form where you can apply to be added to my list of approved writers, and at the bottom you will find a link to click to register to get our weekly email newsletter, so that I can send you out further help, instructions, prompts, that sort of thing. And also, if you've been like the star writer of the week, you will find yourself on the email newsletter as well. So that's always good, because show it to your fellow authors, you can inspire them, and also they'll come and read your stuff and follow you as well, which is nice. I know this is a long post, but you will need to read all this and make sure that you format everything correctly before you submit it to me. Otherwise you'll get lots of editor's notes. But yeah, I hope if this appeals to you that you apply and come and have a go, because if you enjoy writing, then Medium's a great place for you to be. Alright, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.